What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a collab video that I'm doing with my good buddy Thyron over at T&T BBQ with a Southern Explosive Taste. Thyron and I have been friends for a while. He called me up and said, hey, you know, what's this Texas brisket thing? What does that look like? We got to talking and decided to do a collab together. So that's what this video is going to be on. Now, Thyron and I are doing everything basically the same. We're using the same wood, oak. We're going to use the same binder, which is mustard. And, you know, I went with mustard just because it's something we both get our hands on. It's cheap, quick, easy. Doesn't affect the taste anyway. So binder is going to be mustard. And the rub that we're going to use is my SPG rub. Texas brisket, you know, a lot of people will say it's just salt and pepper. And in a lot of places it is. But it's also a rub that you can kind of tweak a little bit, maybe use an SPG, add some garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, a little cayenne powder. It's just the basic idea is to keep it simple, and using a simple rub can still produce great flavor. So that's what we're going to use today. We're using my SPG mix. I will leave a if you saw my last SPG video, I started tweaking it and then I completely changed up my ribs. Anyway, I will leave a link, or I will leave a description of my SPG mixture down in the show more as well. So make sure you check out that whole section. Again, same wood, same binder, same flavor, same spritz, which is apple juice, and you try to get it as close as possible as being the exact same flavor. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I got my pit barrel fired up now. We're gonna season up this brisket and get this cook underway. Let's get started. All right, so what I have here is my brisket point. This is a little over 3.5, and there's not a whole lot of fat on the bottom, which is all right, which means I don't have to do any trimming. Since I'm going to cook this on my pit barrel cooker, I'm going to cook it fat cap down, and just to try to protect the bottom of my meat some. Again, there isn't a ton of fat on here, which is fine by me, but it should be enough to protect this meat. Just gonna get this rubbed down with this mustard. Come back, I have my SPG mixture here. I'm gonna give it a really heavy coating. Some people come from the school of, you know, a light coating is fine. Me, I like to go really heavy if I'm doing brisket. Brisket is such a big piece of meat that it can handle all that extra rub, and you're still not, you know, disguising the meat. My SPG mixture here is 4 parts kosher salt, 2 parts coarse 2 parts granulated garlic, and 3 parts coarse black pepper. Should be good. And the parts are just, you know, whatever measurement you're using. If you're using a tablespoon, it's 4 tablespoons of the salt, 2 tablespoons of the garlic, and, you know, 3 tablespoons of the pepper. So just whatever measurement you're using is the parts. Some mustard on the top here. And get us a good coating. I'm also going with this brisket point only because I've been cooking for 3 days, barbecue for 3 days straight, and I'm probably going to be the only one eating this. So to buy a whole brisket just doesn't make sense. I believe Thyron is doing a whole brisket, a whole packer brisket, which is perfect. So we're gonna let that set. I got my pit barrel ready to go. I'm actually gonna go dump the coals in there. We'll drop the oak wood and get this bad boy on. Now, I'm not going to hang it. I'm going to use the grate. Since it's just a point, I feel more comfortable going that way with it. So that's how I'm going to run this. Let's go get that pit barrel going. All right, you guys, I've got the charcoal in. I've got the wood chunks in there. Three big chunks of oak wood and a little bitty chunk. Now I just realized this is my first cook, or my first video using the pit barrel cooker, which is new to my arsenal, and I'm really excited. I've used it actually once before since I've had it, and I'll tell you what, this thing is amazing. I love it. I'm really excited to have this thing. So we're gonna get that in there. Actually, I'm gonna wait to put that so I can put the brisket in. Now what I am gonna do is I'm gonna use my Inkbird thermometer here just to kind of monitor the temp of the pit. I'm not gonna monitor the inside of the brisket, but I know somebody's gonna ask what temp did I cook it at, so we're gonna add that there just so we can keep track of that. Let me go grab the brisket, put it on, get this cook underway. It is on. We're gonna get this lid on and see how long this takes. I can't wait to try this bad boy once it's done. All right, this brisket has been going for a few hours. That's what it looks like. That bark is set. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it in some foil. And I'm just gonna spray it with some apple juice. I'm not gonna add anything else to it. But this way, just so I get a little bit of liquid in here, or a little bit of moisture. I'm liking that color already. I'm gonna get it wrapped up, put it back on the pit barrel until it reaches the desired temp that I'm looking for, which is probably gonna be around, I'm gonna guess 203 to 205. So again, I'm gonna wrap back up, throw it back on, and I'll pick up once it's done. All right, you guys, this brisket is done. It's reached an internal temperature of just over 200 degrees. Yeah, that's 204, 207. So this is done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it open like this, let it vent for just a bit, for probably about 5 minutes, get some of that steam out, wrap it back up, put it aside, wrap it in a towel, let it sit, and cut into it. You want to let this vent, because what's going to happen is you're going to have that, if you don't do that, you're going to have that extra heat in there and it's going to continue to cook that brisket. So you want to let some of that steam out. So again, I'm going to leave it for about 5 minutes, wrap it back up in a towel, put it aside, let it rest for about an hour. Probably 45 minutes since it's such a small piece. We'll see. Anyway, 45 minutes to an hour. And then we'll cut into it and see what it looks like. All right, you guys, this brisket point has rested. And we're gonna cut into it. Let's see, there's still some of the flat on top, so I'm gonna go come in a little bit, make some slices, and then I'm gonna turn it over, or turn it around, and we'll cut it the other way. We'll see how this turned out. Oh yeah, look at that. You guys make this out. See how juicy this is? Look at that. Plenty of juice coming out of there. Nice. Let me cut another slice here. And then I'm probably gonna make some burnt ends. I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna cut just one more slice here. Oh yeah. Ooh, still hot. That's what it looks like. Oh, I can't wait to try this. You know what? I'm gonna take that size. I'm gonna save this. I'm probably gonna cube this part up and make some burn ends. This right here, this should be enough to give us a good little taste. Oh, that looks good. Let's give it a taste. All right, you guys, here's a piece of that brisket. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, buddy. That was good. You can make really good barbecue with simple rubs. You don't have to, you know, layer it with a ton of, and I'm talking about like backyard barbecue at home, or if you're cooking for friends and family. You don't have to add tons of different ingredients or multiple different rubs. You can keep it really simple and produce great quality barbecue. And to me, that's what Texas barbecue is: keeping it simple, using oak for the wood, and you know, not getting too crazy with it. So, Brother Thyron over at T&T BBQ, you guys don't forget again to go check him out. A link will be below for to his channel. Thank you for joining me in this collab, my brother. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Take care.